Welcome to the Business Spotlight. Today I'm speaking with Sam Spillett, a dynamic entrepreneur who owns multiple businesses, including KPM Accounts and Appointee Services. Sam brings a wealth of knowledge to the table. Let's dive straight in and hear about Sam's journey and how you've made a difference to your clients. Sam, if I can ask, what do you do, for how long? Just give us a little bit of history.
Okay, so I started KPM Accounts in 2012. We are a traditional accountancy firm with a twist. So we help and manage direct payments on behalf of clients within the social and health care sector. So we help and manage and pay for their carers and their care agencies and things like that, as well as running businesses, corporation tax, VAT returns, and and all them sort of things. And then Appointee Services I started in 2018. So we provide appointeeship, financial deputyship, and lasting power of attorney services for vulnerable adults.
Brilliant. And how long have you been doing this? What's the journey been like for you?
I've had very mixed ups and downs journeys. So I was told when I was younger that I shouldn't work in social care because people wouldn't be able to understand me because I do have a stammer. I think this just drove me on to actually working in the social care industry and finance, which is my passion for maths. So I was lucky I managed to combine the two things that I really enjoy. I then went into local authority. I worked from there, but I knew that I could run my own business and make a difference to our community. So that's what I tried to do.
Oh, that's amazing, Sam. So what makes you different? What makes you stand out from others in your industry?
Well, one of the things at the moment is a lot of the private sector companies like us, they're having waiting lists because the demand for the services is growing due to lack of resources in the local authorities and the NHS. We don't have any waiting lists at all. I managed to recruit staff numbers over and above what I need so that we can always provide a service, immediately. This type of service cannot wait for clients. If it's needed now.
Yeah, absolutely. What has been some of the highs and lows in business for you? Some things that went well, some things that didn't go so well.
Okay, I would say recruitment. That's been a huge learning curve for me. I've made a few mistakes along the way. I think now we've managed to get it right. I have an amazing staff team in both companies, but that's been my largest learning curve. The wins are every day, every time we get a new client and, every time we get really positive feedback, they're huge highs for us.
Yeah. Would you mind sharing a little bit of some of the lessons that you've learned in recruitment? Because it's a challenge for many business owners. So, any advice you have or some of those learnings that you can pass along?
Yeah, of course. We've now developed an interview process, check-ins, yearly objective. The whole thing is now very consistent, where before the recruitment process was slightly different to the yearly journey for the staff. So now it's very consistent. Listening in interview, picking up on the little things that people say rather than just the answers that you're expecting, I think has taught me huge valuable lessons. And actually taking the time to get to know people who are coming for interviews as well. I think that's really important.
The human side of it, rather than just the role. Yeah, it makes so much sense. Thank you, Sam. So what has you've mentioned for me that you faced some challenges along the journey. Can you share a little bit about how you navigated those and again, what were some of the learnings along the way?
I think my another big learning curve for me was processes. processes are everything in a business. So every single small job to the big jobs in our business has a process, and it has a written process, so that when new staff come in, we go through them, consistently, but there is a process that is, recorded, proven and tested, so that there's information available all the time. I think this helps onboard new staff very quickly. So there's a process from putting the rubbish out to paying money out. There's a process for everything.
Oh, excellent. Yes, it's something we teach as well, is to get systems into place, because systems run the business and people run systems. Yeah, that's wonderful to hear. What does the future look like for you, Sam? What do you see for 2025, especially around the economic challenges? Any impact for you and your business?
Yes, I think 2025 is going to be a very interesting year for both businesses. For KPM Accounts, we've never advertised. I've only just started networking within the last few months, and that is seeing the business grow quite rapidly now. So that's fantastic. We have our first apprentice that we took on this year, so it would be lovely to see that person grow in their role and be offered a full-time job after that. For Appointee Services, it's going to be very interesting to see what the local authorities are able to do, and the lack of resources that are coming even further in 2025. The cost of living as well is putting a lot of people into debt. People just can't handle debt. So Appointee Services are having to help not only vulnerable people, but we do have some professional people coming and asking for our services as well. So I think both services will grow.
Yeah. Sam, you also mentioned that you're quite passionate about encouraging young women to pursue careers in traditionally male-dominated fields like engineering and STEM. Can you tell us a bit more about the work that you're doing in that arena?
Yes, I am a business ambassador for a project called Worldly Wise, and this is to encourage girls to go into STEM projects. So I've literally just done my first one last week. So I went into a school to talk to the girls about my business journey, and to encourage them to go into the subjects, especially maths, because that's my passion. So yeah, that's something that is really important to me. And the feedback that we got was, it's encouraged me that I can have a business even though I am a girl.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. No reason why we can't excel too in business. Sam, what advice would you give to someone that is just starting out in business?
Okay, write your strategy, write your plan, but it's not set, it's not fixed in stone. So be prepared just to change it, to go along the way. Put your systems and processes in place, and make decisions by your numbers. That's really, really important, not to make emotional decisions in business.
Yeah. Try and keep it as logical as possible. What inspires you or is currently inspiring to you?
My team are my inspiration. They are constantly wanting to get better, to get bigger. And I'm so proud of the two teams that I've built. I'm just so excited to be looking forward to 2025, just to see what we can achieve even further.
Oh, I love hearing that. Oh, that's amazing. Any latest offers or any news you'd like to mention about the business?
We're more than happy at KPM Accounts to offer 10% to anybody listening who needs any help with any taxation services that they may have. Latest news, I was very honoured to be nominated for the finalists of the Businesswoman of the Year for Maidstone, and I was very proud to be chosen for that award. So I went and collected that last week. That was amazing. Training for me, I'm on a course starting in January called the Millionaire's Mindset course, which I'm so looking forward to doing. I'm hoping it's just going to excel me as a business person even further.
Yeah. That's wonderful, and congratulations on winning that award. It's very well deserved indeed. I will ask all my guests either a book recommendation or best advice you've received that you can pay forward. So, or both, if you have.
Okay. The book I'm currently reading, I'm reading two. I'm reading one called The Mindset and another one called The 5 a.m. Club. I'm only halfway through both of them at the moment. Depending on my mood, depends on which one I want to read at that time. The best advice, okay. Negativity or rejection that is given today should not be carried forward to tomorrow.
I love it. That's fantastic advice. Oh, brilliant. I'm definitely going to highlight that one. Such great advice there. Sam, so thank you so much for coming along and sharing some of your wisdom and experiences in business. It's been an absolute pleasure to talk with you today. Thank you.
You too. Thank you very much.